So today I am back on my kitchen utility series, and I'd already done the plumbing, fitted the unit before Christmas, and I've had a long break. So today I'm going to show you how I finally clipped the sink down into place, fixed the unit to the worktop, and re-plumbed back the tap because it was so much easier to do this away and put it back. So yeah, keep on watching and I'll show you how I did it. So before I get started, I want to say a huge thanks to everyone who spotted I hadn't sealed my drain section properly. So this is just a quick rewind back to 2018 of how I pinched a gasket from another sink and put in this one. Basically what had happened was we'd torn through the instructions, and I originally thought the piece of foam that came with it was part of the packaging. And now we're back into 2019, I'm trying my very hardest to disconnect the speed fit tail hoses for the tap, but they were just so stiff. Jesus. Woo! Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Looking at you. This is a new camera. Oh. Oh, and I must note, at this point I'd already turned off the water. So now I need to get the inserts out of here to be able to put back in there, put the whole thing together once I've done with this sink. And I disconnected the waste trap. Then I carefully removed the sink and placed it upside down, but I really insist that you wear gloves for this because later on I cut myself and I didn't even know about it. So now it's time to fit the adhesive strip bit of foam, or in the instructions it's called the gasket. So one of the mistakes that I learned was don't cut the piece first because it stretches. So I'm peeling back the adhesive strip and placing it all the way around against the wall of the lip. Definitely cut after, not before, it stretches. Then for the next job is fitting the clips. Oh God, what are we doing with the clips? No, they're there. So let me show you how they work. So this sink had circular holes, and you're meant to line up the clip with the holes in the sink and then hold it upright so the clip slots through the hole. And then I bent backwards to get it out of the way. And I didn't have them for every hole, but I spread them out as even as I could. And once that was done, I'd flip the sink back the other way around. Notice I'm using my sawhorses here and I've moved the worktop. It was so much easier to work like this. And I'm masking taping all around the sink, so when I come to silicone in it, it just prevents any mess. And notice the gloves are on now because I need to flip it back over and silicone over the foam that I stuck down earlier. And for the silicone, I'm using clear anti-mold. I'll leave all the links to the things I'm using below, and I'm just going over it with one bead of silicone all the way around. And the instruction said go over it in between the edge of the sink and where the gasket started, but I don't think it really mattered too much. Now it's time to clamp the sink down. So my fitting is anchored onto the worktop, and I'm just screwing it tight with a screwdriver, not an electric screwdriver. And for every couple of clips I fixed, I kept wiping the excess off with tissue paper. And then onto my last clip. I'm done. I've wiped all the excess off that I can see, and I'm removing the masking tape. Now for the all-important part is putting the plumbing back into place. And I'm replacing my speed fit plumbing inserts first. Don't want to skip that in case I get a leak. But what I didn't show you was I had to dismantle the plumbing bits anyway to put a backboard there to hide the plumbing in general. And it was just a matter of pushing back the speed fit tail hoses onto the plumbing and slotting the hot and cold collets, which also act as a safety measure, so I knew which one was which. And I've also made sure I've got a hole cut for the isolation taps directly underneath in case of an emergency. And I made sure everything was put back in the right order and nice and tight. And this is a washing machine waste pipe. And for the last part of this job is to fix the worktop to the units. So using my set square at 25mm, I'm double checking the overhang is correct all the way across. Although I think my dad recommended 5 or 10mm, I've got the impression it's really down to personal preference. And once I was happy with that, I clamped the worktop to the unit, pre-drilled holes from underneath, making sure my drill bit was shorter than the depth of these put together, and then screwed the unit to the worktop. And I did those all the way across with the front of the units and the back area of the units as well. I haven't forgotten about you. So hopefully that's been really useful, but if you do anything differently, feel free to comment below because I've never done anything like this before. and I've been enjoying the sense of achievement. And over the next few weeks, I'll be fitting a joining strip. I'll be showing you how I fitted the end panels and in between the appliances. And I've got a few things to do as well, like tiling and stuff. So yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.